Okay, everyone, I am at the end, or actually the beginning. It's just been a week long where I've tried to do nothing but sew, and I just kind of sewed round the clock and sewed on multiple projects, and I have a mess. And one of my Shalom stealers is clutter. So I'm feeling a little overwhelmed here in the shop. It's starting to close in on me. I am one of those crazy moms that I was a homemaker for 17 years. And when my kids were in elementary school, I had asked them over and over. You can ask them, they'll tell you this, this story. I had asked them over and over again to clean up their rooms, to pick up the mess around the house, and I had tried everything. I cleaned it up myself. I tried giving them rewards. I'm trying to think of all the different things. It was quite a ways that, a while ago. But they would refuse to clean up their mess. And so what I ended up doing is I took them to school one of the days, and then I got some giant trash bags and everything that was a mess and all over the place. I stripped everything, including their bed sheets, because they refused to make their bed that morning. So if they didn't make their bed, I took all their bed sheets. When they got home from school, I know I'm a mean mom, but clutter does make me a little crazy. And now I live in clutter of my own. My kids would probably walk around and say, "Mom, what is this? Mom, what did you leave around?" Isn't that the truth? That I didn't like their clutter, but somehow I make my own clutter. And my hubby's good at clutter too. So anyways, they got home from school, and what I ended up doing is they walked into their rooms, everything was vacuumed and cleaned, and there wasn't a toy around. And all their bed sheets. And I said, okay, because I asked you for weeks and weeks and weeks to clean your room and you didn't, I stripped everything. And I think I was a little crazy at that point too. So, but I had just had enough. Anyways, and I said, all of your stuff is in the garage and you can now start working a chore to get everything back. And I told him, I said, the first thing you might want to do is maybe do a chore for me and get your bed sheets, because you're gonna have to sleep on something tonight. So anyways, they had to earn back every one of their toys and all. I didn't throw anything away. I was nice and let them earn it back, and then they got to pick what they wanted to bring back into their world. And I tell you what, they kept it clean for quite a while after that. So now, because I'm the problem, I've been sewing and I have clutter everywhere. Let me walk you through here. I'm going to show you, I'm going to clean up my own mess. And I'm not even going to show you my house right now, because that's a mess. Because when you are busy and you've got to get out here and get sewing done, sometimes you quickly wash the dishes and put them in the dishwasher, but you don't get everything back. And yeah, I'm guilty. But clutter is starting to drive me crazy, and I'm starting to get that kind of manic feeling. So there is nothing like a vacuumed room. There is nothing like a clean room and sitting in the midst of it and starting a new project in the midst of clean. So I do have another project. I have a bride coming this afternoon, and I do have another project I have to start. So I want a clean, fresh start. Let me walk you around and I'll show you my mess. And this, believe it or not, is not as bad as it has been. Okay. I even have cabinets open because I was bustling a dress and needed to get stuff. I hemmed a dress. I've got the hook that gets things from the ceiling just laying across there instead of away. Like, you can't even walk. Even my rug, because we had rain, it's all full of just debris, and I've got thread everywhere. My whole floor, got the ironing board out, and I can't even walk in here because we have so much mess. And I know this is not as bad as it has been. I have had it where I trimmed a bride's dress. Here is this week's pile of appliques and skirt linings and just everything and anything. And even an empty water jug from my steamer. And I still have my light stand out from doing a video last week. So, oh my gosh, I gotta get that cleaned up. And then I need to steam this dress here. I need to finish this one by bustling it. And then I need to get this floor vacuumed and everything just kind of picked up and straightened. Just hoping to do that today and just get a fresh new start. got that all steamed, but that was actually just a quick touch-up because I steamed it a couple times fully yesterday. So this was just kind of a touch-up. Now I need to leave it sit for about an hour dry, and then I'm going to put it in the dressing room and get ready for her appointment. So in the meantime, I'll probably do a little bit more cleaning and setting up for my next project. Okay, I'm gonna Windex this shelving unit, but this is why that steaming is why I always have crazy hair and melty face, but that's the life of a seamstress who does steaming and all of that. So also, I'm about to clean this, and I just wanted to give you a tip. I learned this in my bridal days. I had a lot of glass and a lot of mirrors, and I found that Zep was better than Windex. It didn't streak because we had outdoor doors where the sun was shining through. We had windows and mirrors, and I've always loved the Zep. So I am not sponsored by them. They do not pay me, and but I love them. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do this little project here. Also, quick, this is the best book in the world. It's Saving Your Marriage Before It Starts. It doesn't matter if you've already been married for a long time. It gives you 7 questions for great discussion. So you got to get this book. It's awesome. And we give these books to all of our brides. This year I'm behind in getting them their books. I will be getting those out, but I'm a little bit behind in everything in life right now. Okay, 3 more awesome books, guys. Men Are Like Waffles, Women Are Like Spaghetti. Super funny, super great. Let me turn off my thing here. Okay, real quick, a couple more, and I'm feeling short here because it's high. Okay, now I'm on my stand. Okay, a couple more amazing books. Men Are Like Waffles, Women Are Like Spaghetti. You guys, this is a funny book, and we actually go through it in on our marriage channel, Say I Do Forever. You can see that we have a playlist, but it's super funny. If you want to improve your marriage and laugh as you go, that's your book. Also, the 5 love languages, totally recommend this book. If you, they have some, even if you're single, even if you're a single mom and you got teenagers, they have a 5 love languages for everything. And it will help you understand those you love and their love language, and how to show them love more, and also your love language, and how you may not be feeling love, that other people are actually sending you love, but you're not feeling it because it's not the right way, but you can at least acknowledge that they are trying to show you love. And then this one is a really great book. Would love it if every bride and groom did it early in their marriage. It's called His Needs, Her Needs, How to Affair-Proof Your Marriage. Basically, if you have a marriage where you are meeting each other's needs fully 100%, I don't know that that's possible to be 100%. I mean, you'd have to have the perfect couple in the perfect marriage, and that doesn't always happen. Actually, it never happens. However, you can go really far to making sure that you have met all of your husband's needs, or all of your wife's needs, and everything, and then it does prevent affairs. So I love this book. Anyways, just a few little recommendations, and I'm gonna get back to cleaning. Okay, now this is all dry. I'm going to set up for her bridal appointment, and I like a bride to come in and kind of have an experience. So I always make everything kind of set up and all pretty for her. Okay, it's not perfect. I haven't finished everything. I still have, let me back up here. I still have this pile of appliques and beadwork and stuff like that. I don't have time. She's coming in about a half an hour, and I need to clean myself up because I've been steaming and cleaning. And anyways, so I'm gonna meet with her, and then I'll talk to you here in a little bit when I'm done with my appointment with her. Okay? See you in a minute. Okay, I'm finished with my appointment. Let me close the gate, clean up, and let's go inside and talk. And my little froggy who holds the door. Can you see him? And just like that, I'm done with appointments. Let's go on inside. I don't know what's going on with my hair today, but I'm thinking I need it cut soon. It's like a mess, but it could just be that I've been under a steamer all day. I tried to get it nice for my appointment, but it just is what it is. Anyway, so we've been talking about clutter and how much it destroys our peace. Just having things organized and where you know where they're at, it's so freeing, and so it's just so peaceful. And when everything kind of gets all over the place, you spend more time trying to find items, you spend more time, I don't know, I get a little irritated, so then I'm not even a nice person because I just feel kind of closed in. But when I've got a nice open space and everything's vacuumed, I just feel a lot better. I don't know, tell me in the comments how you are. Some people just don't mind living, you know, with the clutter, and it doesn't bother them. And those people stay in complete peace regardless. And I'm kind of envious of those people. And I can do it to a certain point and ignore a few things while I'm trying to be creative. I mean, creative people are messy. And when I'm gonna cook or bake, that kitchen gets wiped out. Like, I pull everything out and trying to find what I want, you know, the ingredients and all of that kind of stuff. I use more dishes than needed in prepping for something. I don't know why that is. And when I am doing a craft project or when I am doing a sewing project, I just cut and push the stuff to the side. If I'm looking for a trim for something, I pull out drawers and I pull everything out, and I don't pick up in the middle of doing it. And I know some of you guys are so good that you even pick up in the midst of it. I tend to be creative, get what I need to get done, and then in between appointments or in between projects, then I will do a tidy up. So one of my keys to staying sane is every time I do a project and finish it, then I like to do a full clean and then start my new project. And this last week was a little bit different because I had so many dresses and I was kind of in a race to get it all done. So I did 4 projects all at once. I decided I was going to do all the hems on all the dresses all at the same time. So I did one hem after another, and I just stayed in that mode. And then I did bustles, and I did bustles on all the dresses. And then I did the side seams on all the dresses. So that was a little bit different than normal, but I just had to get them done. But usually I will, as soon as I'm finished with one project, then I do a full cleanup and even reorganize my drawer of scissors and all that, and just get everything back to where it's at, and then I start a fresh project. And I like to do that too in the house. I think my second key is, even if you don't have time to dust and do a deep clean, just a little bit of picking up the clutter and putting it away, doing the few dishes that are in the sink and getting those put away, wiping down counters, and vacuuming. That's the key. I could do nothing else but vacuum, and just the thing about vacuuming, I feel so much better after everything is vacuumed. So I almost vacuum every day, or at least every other day in our house. And here in the shop, every time I'm done, or even in between, if I've just made a real mess, I do vacuum, and I vacuum constantly. But that's also because I have a burgundy carpet, which I did on purpose so that I can see the beads and I can see the hems and stuff like that, and that there's contrast. But it does make things feel messy really fast. If I'm hand picking a seam or anything like that, it's everywhere. But anyways, what are some of the ideas that you guys have for decluttering or keeping on top of it? We'd love to hear. Some of you guys are way better than I am at keeping things neat and tidy. I know some of you personally, so I know you you are really good at it. Another thing, when the kids were little, and Jay and I still do this to this day, a friend of mine had talked about doing a white tornado. She calls it a white tornado, and you basically run through the house as fast as you can. You clean up all the clutter, you put everything back, you do a quick vacuum and dusting job. And when my kids were little, we would do a white tornado, and then we would put the timer on. So we'd do like 20 minutes, or depending on how really bad it was, maybe a half an hour. But we would have all 5 of us. We'd all be in the front room, and we'd hit the timer, and everybody says go. And everybody's running. Some people are vacuuming, people are yelling like, put this away, put that away. I'm gonna vacuum. How about you dust? You know, and everybody's running, hanging laundry up, folding this, doing that. And then before the timer would go off, they all had to be sitting on the couch. So when one of them we got close to the timer being done, and a couple of them or one of them was finished, they'd start calling out the time. 1 minute, we have 1 minute, you know, and then it's 45 seconds, 10 seconds, and everybody's hurry, and helping each other out. And then they would all jump and sit on the couch before the buzzer went off. And if they did that, we would take them all out for ice cream. Or if they were pretty close, we would take them out for ice cream or do root beer floats, all kinds of fun stuff like that. So Jay and I do that to a certain point. We don't run and jump on the couch or anything like that, but we will say to each other, if the house has gotten kind of messy and we know that in the morning we have people or we have Bible study, we'll just say, hey, let's just do a white tornado. Let's just run through the house, and he'll be vacuuming or doing dishes and I'll be running through, and we just do this massive quick clean. And then we don't waste our time on the decluttering and waste our time on all of that. Now there are times when I like a slow and steady clean. So sometimes on one of my days off in the morning, I'll wake up and I just start, you know, moving everything and really wiping down the counters and really polishing things behind. So that's you know, the white tornado is a quick clean, but I do like a nice quiet clean with some music in the background, and you know, where you start at one end of the house and you go to the other end and you get everything nice and clean. That is a good day for me. And when it's all over and everywhere I look just smells and looks clean, that's a good day. So tell me in the comments how clutter affects your peace, and what you do about it. What are some tricks you and your kids or your hubby, or you know, what do you guys do to clean up the clutter in your life and keep it that way? Well, I got to get back to sewing because it's time for the next project, and so I got to get back to work. So I did my quick clean for this morning here. It feels really good. I'm ready to pull out the next dress and start digging in. Love you all. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video. Shalom, my dear friends. I completely forgot to tell you guys how the appointment went with the bride. It fit her like a glove. God is so good. I was so nervous because we had so many changes to do and so many shapes, you know, to recreate, that I was so nervous. And it fit her like a glove. She was thrilled. She was ecstatic. She took it home. So there is our happy ending. There is an empty dressing room. So I am ready for the next bride. I'll talk to you again soon. Love you all. Shalom, my dear friends. Again and again, shalom.